Hey SB fam, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Bella the Steak and Butter Gal. My tongue is kind of frozen right now because I just came back from doing this super long walk. Pretty chilly outside, so I'm kind of cold, but at the same time sweating. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day today, evening, morning, wherever you are in the world. Comment down below where you're located right now. I would love to know. Currently, I am in Los Angeles in my kitchen about to cook up a feast. All right, what am I eating? 3 cuts of lamb. So we have the 2 platters of the raw lamb. This one right here is the lamb chops. And they are so cute, guys. They almost look like little bone-in tomahawks. So for the feast before my fast, you will see that I have a lot of lamb, all from Billy Doe Meats. Again, Billy Doe Meats, all of their lamb not aged, so low histamine meat, and all halal. This is their lamb chops. And here are the loins plus leg steak. This is what the loins look like. Literally mini T-bone steaks. Beautiful fat cap, bone in, cute little heart-shaped mini steaks. And this is the ginormous lamb steak. Also, there's a little marrow bone, as you can see right here. This one's definitely the leanest one. So one very special friend who is a big supporter of my content, my channel, my Instagram page, she reached out to me and she said that she wanted to send me a gift because she watched my last What I Eat in a Day video. And she said that I should get a new pan, a better pan, just an upgrade. Sol, if you're watching, thank you so much for this amazing gift. Here is the box. It is quite big. I'm going to just open it up, I guess. Oh, wow. I'm pretty sure this brand is very fancy. Wow. I'm going to take the pan out of the box and show you guys. But I'm pretty sure this is a French brand. Le Creuset. Is that how you pronounce it? Le Creuset. Enameled cast iron. Wow, this color is gorgeous. Thank you so much. I'm going to use this right now for my lamb. I'm just gonna guess that with cast iron pans, I should not preheat it at a very hot temperature because when I was in New York City, I had a cast iron pan. So I'm going to rinse it. We're going to get the meat ready to cook. Let's get started. So I'm going to first put these fat cap down onto the pan. Woo! So basically I preheated this skillet for about 5 minutes on medium heat, and the reason I placed the fat cap down first was because I really wanted some of that fat to render out. So the liquid fat that you see bubbling right now, when it coats the pan, it helps with giving it a better sear for each steak. I cooked each side for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then I placed in the lamb chops and did the same. Here's a gorgeous close-up of one of the loins. Look at that gorgeous fat cap at the end. Look at how it glistens. These are literally just tiny little baby T-bone steaks. Make sure you do let these steaks rest. Any steak you cook, letting it rest for a few minutes really does a huge difference in how it tastes, the tenderness, the juiciness, everything. So now I place in the rest of the lamb chops, and as you can see, there was so much rendered fat on that skillet. It just basically flew everywhere. To be honest, I burned myself quite a few times when I tried to flip over these chops. So if you guys have any tips to prevent grease splatter, please do share your tips in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. After 3 to 4 minutes per side, I also plated it right next to the loins, and of course, let the magic happen by letting the steaks rest. And then I directly threw in the lamb leg steak, the final lamb steak of tonight's meal. Make sure to let your meat rest after you cook it. Take it off from the heat. That's when the temperature normalizes. That's when the meat tenderizes and juices up. I paired the loins and the chops together. I'm going to try the loin first right here. Beautiful. Do you see that? Wow. And then look at the bone. Just gorgeous. This might be better than ribeye. It is juicy, it is tender, there is absolutely zero toughness. I don't know if it's the cast iron magic or the fact that this cut is just beautiful and perfect and amazing and glorious, but the fat cap paired with that tender meat And the fact that it's bone-in, this is just a little morsel of pure love, magic, bliss, and amazingness. So good. Okay, I just flipped the lamb steak. Let's try the lamb chops now. Here's a close-up of the lamb chop. As you can see, the length is just about the size of my palm. Gotta get in a thumbnail. The best meat I've ever had. I know I say this every single time I cook something epic, but this is the best meat I've ever had. There are fireworks in my mouth right now, and it literally cannot keep up. Right off the bat, when I bit into the chop, I got reminded of the lamb bacon. It literally tastes like the lamb bacon, but in a whole chop form. Not cubed, not cut up, but in a whole piece. Every single bite of that was just pure juice explosions. Lamb juiciness, tender meat, fat, just all blended into one explosion. And it's just like this lamb firework. Every time you chew, it just explodes. The lamb loins are definitely more muscle meat. It's a lot denser. There's more substance. The lamb chop flavor is just like more rounded and graceful, whereas the loins have more of a kick to it. That's like the best I can explain it. Both are fantastic, just so good. But I have to say I like lamb chops a little bit more. Something about it, just holding it like a little carnivore, watermelon almost, just so awesome. Just so satisfying. As you can see, the lamb leg steak, nice and rare, fat cap. When you move to the loins, you can see that there's quite a thick cap. The meat itself is not too marbled. It's actually quite lean. Whereas if you go to the chops, it's so much more fatty, juicy, tender, just more fat. The inside of the loin, just delicious. Let's feast. Hey SB fam, it's now the next day after the ultimate feast from last night. I wanted to just sit down, update you guys on how I'm feeling today. While I pursue my 48-hour fast. So I'm currently, I don't even know how many hours I'm fasted, but you get the gist. It's currently 3:40 p.m. the next day. So last night after the feast, I noticed something. As you guys saw, those lamb chops, those lamb loins, and that lamb leg steak, that's a lot of meat, but also a lot of fat. I do notice zero nausea, which is also something different from beef fat. Usually with beef fat, I do have a tolerance threshold, emphasis on the cooked. When it's rendered beef fat, I really can't eat too much of it. But with lamb fat, all of that lamb fat was cooked, and I just ate all of that fat effortlessly. No nausea, none of that. So I think there's something about lamb fat that is just different, maybe a nutrient profile and mineral and electrolyte balance, who knows, but I definitely feel really good on lamb fat. I felt very normal and I felt like I could still stay awake. No issues sleeping, and I fell asleep like a baby, but I got woken up 2 times. First time was at 4 a.m. and that was because Simba started whining. He only whines when he has to go out and poop. So I suspect it's because I spoiled him a little bit too much last night when I gave him a few bones from my lamb chops. I also gave him the marrow bone from the lamb leg steak. I took him out, he had a stool, it was mushy, and then at 7 a.m. Gouda started barking because that's when he usually wakes up. After 7 a.m. I actually went back to sleep again because I still felt like I needed the extra sleep, and then I woke up at 10 a.m. So today I definitely slept in, but with the 2 disturbances, usually I would wake up feeling very groggy, low energy, kind of grouchy, and kind of needing coffee to just wake me up. But today, I am ready to start the day. I feel strangely energetic and good. So I didn't even need to lean on coffee. In fact, I didn't drink my cup of coffee of the day until 12:30 p.m. when I started my coachings. I suspect it's to do with the lamb I had yesterday. Just really high quality food. So 10 a.m. woke up, walked Simba, called Steak and Butter Guy, and we hung out for a bit on FaceTime. And then I interviewed a very special guest who you guys are going to meet in my next video. Her name is Dr. Stephanie Rimka. I have been a huge fan of hers for almost a year now. And the fact that she came on my channel as my guest and we chatted about carnivore, brain optimization, mental health, healing, it just made my day. So it's why I'm like extra happy today, because she's just a badass. And on top of that, my October challenge guests will feature her. So for those who are interested in my next 30-day carnivore challenge, the October group is now open for sign up, and I just wanted to take a few minutes now to just announce it with you guys. I'm so excited for October to spend it with those who sign up, with those who are returning. I have members who join these challenges since January of this year when I first started it up until today. Just every single month they come back because they love the community so much. They love the meetings, the ability to share, to talk, to make friends, and to just stay accountable and inspired. So every month I will invite a different set of carnivore guests to visit us, answer our questions, to share their story, and to really keep us inspired throughout the month. Dr. Stephanie Rimka, Danny Conway, and Lil Bit of Fit, also known as Katie Kelly. It's going to be so exciting. And of course, my usual team of coaches will be in the meetings all month long. Coach Stephen Thomas and Coach Raymond Nazon. For those who are new to my channel, I started these challenges in hopes of just creating a community, a tribe where carnivores can just belong to, can be a part of. And during these challenges, I host weekly Zoom meetings where all the magic, the communication, the help, the guidance, the inspiration happens. During these Zoom meetings, you guys get to talk, share your updates, ask your questions, and me and my team of coaches will answer your questions, cheer you on, give you our best guidance, and share our insight. So these Zoom meetings are the best part of the challenges. They happen every single Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. So the detailed schedule and list of times is posted in the link in my description box. You can open up that link to read more about these challenges, and you can also directly sign up and join October through that same link. So if you have any questions at all, you can also feel free to email me or DM me on Instagram. So again, if you're new to carnivore, or if you have not even started and you really want that kick in the butt or that sense of community or that accountability, this challenge is probably the best thing that will happen to you. Anyways, I'm currently in the parking lot of my neighborhood dog park, and we're just playing fetch. I played fetch for the past like 30 minutes. We got here at around 2:45. Played fetch for 30 minutes. He's taking a break, and we're going to do another round of fetch, and then I'm going to take him to the pet wash and give him a nice rub-a-dub-dub bath. Simba, it's a beautiful day, right? He's only staring at the ball. You ready? Okay. Okay, let's see. Go! Whoa! Look at him go! Look at him go. I just love watching him play fetch. This is by far his favorite thing in life. He's just so happy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Can you drop it? Good boy. Hi, cutie. You're such a cutie pie. I love you. Oh, you don't like it? You don't like it? We're home, and I got him this cute little rope bear toy, and it squeezes too. Also, TJ Maxx is so much cheaper than Petco, so as you can see, it was $9.99, whereas something like this in Petco is going to be like 20 bucks. So I'm going to give this to Gouda and Simba. Let's go check on Gouda. Wow! Hi, Gouda! Oh, do you miss mommy? I missed you. Oh, little nugget. Little nugget's out. Little nugget's out. He just trails beside my feet. Come on, baby. Sit. Good boy. I'm very happy to report that Gouda and Simba adore this toy. Usually it's hit or miss with toys, but they still play with it. And now I want to just take some time to show you guys how exactly I make my daily cup of joe. So this is the pod that I use, Diavolito from the brand Nespresso. You do need a Nespresso machine. As you can see, this is how you put the pod in the machine. You close that lid, put the cup under the machine, and voila! So I drink one of these pods every single day, including the days that I fast. So on this day, I had it at around 12:30. And when I make my coffee and sip on it, it usually lasts me the entire day. That's how slow I sip on it. I really rarely rely on caffeine as a way to wake me up in the morning or as a way to get that energy boost. It truly is just for the taste of this delicious coffee. And as you can see, that beautiful creamy white top, that is part of the espresso pod. There is 0 cream in that pod, 0 milk, 0 sugar. It's literally just coffee. So that's why I love this pod so much. I linked both the pod and the Nespresso machine that I use down below in the description box. Hey SB fam, I am ready to eat. I'm actually starting to feel a little bit hungry because I took out the meat from the fridge right here. Now you know what I'm gonna break my fast with. And when I look at meat, immediately I just have this Pavlovian response. My stomach starts gurgling, it starts waking up, and I start feeling hunger in my brain, and I'm ready to just start cooking and shortly after eating. So I will be breaking my fast. Since it's 7:15 p.m. right now, that means I fasted just over 48 hours. And again, whenever I do any type of fast, I do not try to reach a certain time or try to get to a certain amount of hours. I just break it when I feel it's most convenient and when I feel ready to start eating. What am I going to be eating? Literally just this package of Flinken short ribs. And a lot of you guys asked in my last What I Eat in a Week video where I get these short ribs. Costco. This is exactly 3.9 pounds. And without the bones, probably 3.5 pounds, just over 3 pounds. So as I lay the meat on my trays, I wanted to just share a little bit about how I feel right now, 48 hours in, my mood, my energy, you know, everything that I'm feeling. Since I do eat my meals in the evening, I typically don't feel that petting the unicorn, limitless pill feeling until the second day. So the first day I ate around 5:30 p.m., right? The next day, all of the next day, I'm just gonna feel what I usually feel during OMAD days, really zen, really calm, just feeling all around good. And then it's not until I go to sleep that day and wake up the next day, which for me is today, that I start feeling that limitlessness, the euphoria, all of that thing. I really felt it today. So every time I bring up feasting and fasting, Coach Raymond's protocol regarding how to fast properly, I always get asked, well, why do you fast? And the answer is because I like my time. I think time is so precious, and during the days where I feel like I could benefit from extra hours, extra mental clarity, extra productivity, and efficiency, I make sure that I incorporate some fasting. My favorite type of fast is most definitely a 48-hour fast. Doesn't necessarily have to be rolling 48s, but I always time my 48-hour fast where the second full day fasted, today, is the day where I'm most busy, where I really need to get the most work done, or when I have interviews, or when I have a lot of editing I want to finish up. I have to say the most difficult time to get over during this 48-hour fast is that 24 to 28 hour mark into the fast, because for me, first day I eat in the evening. The second day, when that evening time hits, that is when I find it the most difficult to keep fasting. During those 4 hours, I make sure I schedule something that I know will keep me occupied. For me, it's always knowing that, okay, I have XYZ amount of footage that I need to edit and turn into a video. That usually is enough incentive to keep me so focused during those hours that I feel zero hunger. For you, it could be reading a really good book. It could be going out on a walk with your dog. It may take a few tries before you find out what that perfect activity is to help you stay distracted and not feel hungry. The good thing is, after you sleep through that first night fasted, there is nothing more rewarding and exciting than waking up that next day knowing that you're going to spend that whole day being so productive, efficient, sharp, and happy. So of course, it took me quite a long time to perfect these 48-hour fasts. It takes a lot of patience, consistency, and trial and error. But if you are interested in fasting, definitely sign up for the October challenge so you can work with Coach Raymond firsthand. He is the guy who taught me how to fast properly, and he's going to be continuing his feasting and fasting program as part of the October 30-day challenge. Sign up link is down below. Okay, it's time to take out the ribs. Ooh la la. It looks so good. Oh. I made sure I made them a little extra rare today. They're still pink inside. I'd rather have them juicier today than crispy. Look at all that fat. Okay, let's let it cool, let it rest. Here's one of the trays. Ooh, that liquid fat. Yes. All right, let's pick one up. Look at that gorgeous fat.
Oh yeah.
Love you guys. I'm gonna feast now. It is so perfect, so juicy. Finger licking good. See you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit like if you love my content. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're new, and please turn on those bell notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. Love you guys. Have a great day, night, morning, wherever you are. See you next time. SBG out.